Hello everyone, this is Moebius with Grievance Global Gaming. Today I'm going to be doing a review on a piece of computer hardware. I picked this up today, kind of excited to be able to get to use it. I can't wait to use it, install it, and try a game out with it. This is the Razer Tartarus. This is the actual successor to the Razer Nostromo. This is got a very nice looking box, and as you can see there, the item itself looks pretty streamlined. I'm going to go ahead and show you this right here. This is the Razer Nostromo. This is not the Tartarus. This is the Nostromo. This is the predecessor. So with that, let me go ahead and open this up. Let you see what's on the inside here. Okay, there we go. Okay, this right here is this looks like a little card with a picture of your Tartarus on it, and on the back is just like a congratulations on your purchase type message. You got a couple Razer logo stickers here. Put them on your computer, whatever you want to do with them. This is the user guide for the Tartarus. Basically, right here it's just got information on how to register your product. Let's see what else it's got in here. It's got a device layout diagram, and over here is like instructions on installing it. Right here, this looks like kind of a little thing saying how to use it. Right there, and then basically all the other boring stuff that most people don't even read. So let me go ahead and take this apart here. It's getting stuck in there. Let me get that out of there. There we go. Yeah, they make these packages where you buy them, but then they don't want you to use them because it's hard to take them out. Okay, here's the Razer Tartarus. Right there. There's the Razer Nostromo. Right now, just by taking a quick glance at it, I can tell that there's some minor differences. First off, this one has 15 keys on there, 3 rows of 5 each, whereas this one has 14. The only reason why I'm guessing this one has 14 is because right here in the spot where the 15th is at on the other one is a mouse scroll wheel. I don't know. I never used it, so it doesn't bother me. Also here on the Razer Nostromo, this right here is just like a ergonomic design for your hand, make it a comfortable fit for your hand if you're sitting there gaming for hours and hours and hours. It's supposed to be a little bit more, I guess, easier on your hands for wrist and hands and stuff. This actually has two settings for size here. Right now this is at the closest setting to the keys. It's also got, it just comes off and you can go back one setting if you have a bigger hand to get a little bit farther away from the keys. Now on the Tartarus, it doesn't come off. What this one has is it actually has a little button here. You press that button in and you can actually adjust. It's got like a slider adjust for the hand rest. So I guess it gives you a few more options just in case like maybe your hand falls in between the closest one and the farthest one, where like on the Nostromo. The biggest reason that I went ahead and decided to get this one, first off, let me go ahead and let you know that the Razer Nostromo, I've been using this for roughly about a year now. I haven't had any problems with it. It's a great device for gaming. Basically, it's like a mouse for your left hand. Well, for right-handed people that use a right-handed mouse. I guess to make left-handed mouses. I don't know, but basically here you got the keys here. It's basically mapped when you first get it. The default map for these keys is they're mapped to the keys on the left-hand side of your keyboard. Like the number 1 button is going to be your tab key, and then to the right of that is going to be the 4 keys to the right of the tab button. The number that's the number 6 key is going to be tied to your caps lock, and the ones to the right of that are going to be the 4 keys to the right of the caps lock. And then the bottom one is going to be your left shift, and the keys to the left right of there is going to be the 3 keys or 4 keys if you're using the Tartarus. Is going to be the keys to the right of the shift key. So basically, if you want to, like in your game, if you want to do key binds, you want to set it to certain keys on here. Instead of using that, you can actually bind it to these when you're setting the binds. You can press the buttons here and it'll work just fine. That's one way to use it. There's a more powerful way to use this feature, which I will explain later in the video. This also got this light here. There's actually 3 of them. Only one of them's lit though, but they're different colors. The other 2, I think one of them's green and one of them's red. I don't remember which one is which. But basically, this is an indicator for what setting that you, what profile setting you're using at the moment. And I will go ahead and you can actually program up to 8 different profile settings. But I will go ahead and get into that later on too, when I explained the mapping of the keys in the other function. It's also got a D-pad here, right there, a D-pad. Basically, it's like a joystick that you can find on like a Xbox or PlayStation controller, and it's also got a button up here and a button down here. Now, the Nostromo or the Tartarus is the same way. It's got the button up here and the button down there. It's got a D-pad right there as well. The indicator for this one though is up here. Probably hard to see it, but there we go. You can probably see it that way. And but the biggest, like I said earlier, I mean, I've had this for about a year. I've used it, pretty well. And like I said, I've only got one problem with the Nostromo, and that problem is basically I have a small hand, and I've got a very short thumb. Now, when I place my hand on the Nostromo here and get it set on the keys, you can see my thumb doesn't reach up there to the D-pad very well. I actually have to shift my hand over to get it up there, and when I do that, it takes my fingers out of position on the keys a little bit. And another thing is moving the D-pad in a direction, it's pretty stiff. And so if you got a short thumb, it can get quite uncomfortable after a while, especially if you're trying to run your tune in a direction, for a long period of time. Now, the Tartarus, I can place my hand on here in the right position, and I actually have pretty good reach onto the D-pad, so that's a little bit more comfortable for me. Also, the movement of the D-pad is a lot easier. It's not quite as stiff to move the D-pad on here as it is on the Nostromo. As you can hear, you hear it sound like clicking. It's like a mouse click. That's about how easy it is to move it in a direction. It just takes the same amount of force as it does to press the mouse button. Now that that's all out of the way, let me go ahead and get into this the program I was telling you about earlier. Let's see, let me get it on here. Okay, this right here is the Razer Synapse 2.0 cloud-based driver software. Basically, I'll read the description for you here. Is set up instantly from the cloud with the world's first cloud-based setting networks for gamers. With Razer Synapse 2.0, your gaming preferences for all your Razer devices are locked and loaded anywhere in the world. By instantly storing your own custom settings and Razer add-ons online in the cloud, you can retrieve them at any time from any location, so you're always primed for good gaming. It completely eliminates the painstaking process of reconfiguring peripherals each time you log into a new computer, so you can spend more time dominating the competition. So basically, this program will work with any Razer peripheral, be it the a Razer mouse, a Nostromo, or a Tartarus, or a Razer keyboard. It says here it has infinite settings and profiles. I don't know about infinite, but I don't play that many games, so I don't have too many settings on it. Inter-device communication, I guess, has evolved now. Your peripherals can talk to each other, temporarily change the sensitivity of your Razer mouse by holding down a button on your Razer keyboard. Basically saying you can have your devices communicate with each other. And there's a little video here. You can, I guess it's a description of that tells you about the Synapse 2.0. Now let's go ahead and go to this other screen over here. Oops, wrong one. I must have accidentally deleted it. Hold on. Let me get it back up here. There we go. Okay, this is the Synapse 2.0 software right here. As you can see, it's got a picture. This is a picture of the Nostromo, since that's what's actually hooked up to my PC right now. You can actually press a button and see the default is the W key. You can go up here and go to keyboard function. Press a different key if you want. It'll bind the F key to that one button. Let me go ahead and go back to default. See, you can have it do a mouse function. So I guess if you want to, you can set that button to do a left click or right click. Macro, you can set it to do a macro. I'll show you the macro screen here in just a second. Switch key map. I've never really messed with any of this other stuff, so I don't know. Okay, and here's where you set your profiles. Like I was telling you, you can actually program up to 8 different key maps on here. So if you play 8 different games and you have 8 different key binds for all 8 games, you can program each one to control a separate game. So say you got profile 1. We can change that to World of Warcraft. And then you can link a program. Basically what that is you're going to go ahead and go to the directory that has your executable file, the file that starts at World of Warcraft, and you can bind that file to this one profile. So anytime you start up World of Warcraft, it'll automatically load up that key map. Same way if you go to if you make another game, say you want to play SWTOR, you can make a profile for SWTOR and go find the the file that starts SWTOR and link it to that one. So anytime you start SWTOR, it'll load up the key map for SWTOR. So yeah, as you can tell here, by pressing the key map buttons, it'll tell you the little light indicators. It'll tell you which ones they are. So that's the red light, that's a green light, that's going to be the blue and red, the blue and green, the red and green, then all 3 buttons, and that one I guess is no colors. And so over here is the lighting. You can actually, dim or brighten the blue light back here. Let me go ahead and go back to the screen here, and I'll show you that. So I'm going to go ahead and dim it a little bit here, some more, and I actually turned it all the way off. Brighten it back up again, all the way back up. So okay. And let's see here, what else can we do on here? Customize. Oh, we got macros also. So basically you can set this up to, that's a macro that I was playing around with earlier. So basically, if you can set up a macro, say call it macro 5, or you can change the name here to something else. So what you do is you hit the record button, and then you can press a few buttons on your Nostromo or whatever, and then stop, and basically records the key presses on the Nostromo, and then you can set that over here. So go back to customize. Like say you go to that button there, so you can set that to where's it at, macro, and then change it to macro 5. So anytime you hit that one particular button on your Nostromo, it'll run that macro, that series of button presses. So that's pretty much it. If you don't have one of these things, I highly recommend getting one. I mean, especially if you play a lot of MMORPGs or any game that requires a lot of keybinds. Like I said, you can actually program all of these to do a separate macro if you want. If you just want to do macros, or you can use it to do different things. Keybinds on an MMO. This little device here has made my gaming experience a lot more fun. And I really can't wait to hook this one up and try it, just because of the fact that the D-pad is much more comfortable position for my thumb than the Razer Nostromo was. Now since that I have the Tartarus now, I'm basically not going to need this anymore. By the way, this information I'm about to tell you right now is for Grievance members only. So if you're not a member of Grievance, this next message does not apply to you. But basically, I'm going to give this away. I'm not going to give the details of how I'm going to do this on this video. I will post it in the forums. In the forum post that I placed this video in. So if you want to have a chance to win this, or to win this for free, I'm not going to charge anyone for this. I'm going to give it away to one member of Grievance. But if you're interested in it, check the message underneath the video in the forums, and it will tell you what you can do to put your name in the lot to win this. But I'm going to go ahead and cut this video short to an end right now. So I hope you guys enjoyed this review, and good luck to whoever wins the Nostromo. This is Moebius signing off.